Okay guys, I'm going to do another underwater session today. This is the fourth day in a row and I still haven't flattened the battery on this Scuba detector yet. So the first two sessions were an hour and a quarter. The third session yesterday was only half an hour because the weather was a bit crap and the water was a bit cold. So today I'm going to go out to another beach and I'm going to use my arm that I made so I can stand up and walk maybe up to chest deep in water. And I think I will try my weight belt today as well, so that if I do hit something at chest height I can easily lower myself down, stay on the bottom until I uncover what's there. So come along and we'll see what we get. I just wanted a big shout out to Jimmy and Jace Lawless. Thanks for watching any of the videos that I put on. Come along Jace, come and see if we can find some gold jewellery, yeah. G'day guys, okay, I'm down at the beach now. There's been a change of plan. I was going to go to Frankston Beach, but I came to a different beach because Frankston have got some carnival going on, so there's literally no parking anywhere. So I'm going to jump in the water here and check it out, do some underwater detecting with the handle on my underwater detector so I can swing it like a metal detector in the water. And I'll whatever I find, I'll dedicate it to Jace Lawless. Hope you got good luck, buddy, because mine's all bad. But let's go out, Jace. I hope I can find some good stuff to show you. Let's go. Righto guys, I made it in the water and I'm just searching a few rocky areas just off the beach line, maybe about 3 or 4 meters in. At low tide it is, so dead low. I'm getting a signal in this spot. She's beeping away, and I wasn't too sure what it was, but then I think I found it in one of the holes. Sinker number 1. Yeah, tricky for fishermen around that area. Righto guys, so I've got another signal down here in the rocky outcrop area. I had a bit of trouble finding it. I had the beeping going on. The detector was detecting something. And I did a bit of fanning and so forth, but probably in the future if I'm going to search around rocky areas I might take a crevicing tool so I can dig a little bit. Anyway, I was getting beeps and fanning all the sand. It didn't really uncover anything, and the beeps seemed to be quite a big area as well, so I don't know if it was something underneath. It could have been iron in the rock or possibly something bigger at a deeper depth, but I probably wasn't going to find it just with my hands because the rocks were pretty sharp. So I decided to, after getting everything tangled and dropped everything there, I decided not to worry about this target. I was definitely getting all the sand out, and then I was just sort of left with the rock, so I couldn't really dig too much more with it. But anyway, the detector was beeping quite a lot all around the area though. You can see it's beeping there, move it over, you know, a foot over this way, a foot over that way, so I don't know what's underneath there. It could be the rock, could have iron in it maybe, bit of iron in the rock, but yeah, a bit frustrating when you can't actually get to the target. But anyway, we'll move on to the next one. Righto guys, so I've got another signal down here in the rocks. I don't know what I'm doing, but oh yep, fanning it out. So giving it a good fan, trying to get down, trying to get the target. I know it's beeping quite well. Quite fast. You can see the light going on and off, on and off, on and off. She's beeping fast, so the target's obviously close to the surface. You can probably see in the footage that I'm getting blown backwards and forwards because there's a bit of a movement in the water. I'm trying to keep my balance and fan and hold everything, and just doing all this with a dicky arm. Busted bicep doesn't help. Now I've got the shits and I'm just smashing it with the end of the arm, PVC piping. So I definitely need to bring a crevicing tool if I'm going to be hunting around rocky points, rocky outlets and stuff. Crevicing tool will be very good actually. Get you in there, dig it out a bit better, rather than smashing up my arm. But you can see the lights beeping on the detector. Noise is going off. So it's definitely picking up something there. A little bit tricky now. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I've just left the camera on. I'm emptying the water out of my goggles because I didn't have them tight enough, and the bloody water was filling up, and I've had water going up my nose, and yeah, not a real good thing anyway. But got it sorted, and then we'll get down in there and get the target. This was funny, guys. I'd blown all the sand out and made a little hole, and the little brown fish would just come in and sat there and wouldn't move, wouldn't get out of the way. He was pretty keen to stay there. It's like maybe it was his home. Maybe I was interrupting his home. Anyway, he was pretty keen to stick in there. Righto, guys. Well, I've just moved on to a different area. It's more grassy, not rock, and I've got a good signal here. So I'll start fanning it out and searching for it. It's a little bit easier when it's not full of rock. You're trying to dig the rock out, especially with your fingers, or the back end of that arm. Anyway, so strong signals. Give it a fan. We'll see what we can get. See what's here. Oh, look at that, sinker number 2. Whoa, all the lead. Alright guys, well now this target was a bit strange because there was another guy out there that came out there just after I got in, and he had a Garrett underwater detector, and he had some other little thing that he was looking through on top of the water, and he found this signal, and I sort of went over to him and I said g'day, and I just asked him what he was using, and he showed me. And he said to me, oh look, I got a signal down here, you can have it. Basically he goes, oh I hope it's not a ring, but he would have known because his machine, being a better quality and all that, would have told him that it was a trash target. And as you'll find out very shortly, you'll see what it is. But anyway, so my scuba detector only beeps when it hits metal, whereas his, being probably a better quality underwater detector, will tell him whether it's trash or whether it's worth digging. So anyway, I ginned around here for a little while. I was getting the signals, so I knew there was something there, and I just didn't know what, so I just kept fanning and digging. Sometimes if it's deep it's hard because the sand rolls back in and covers it back up again, but as long as you got the spot. Don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, got to empty my goggles again because they're filling up with water. Might as well not have goggles, just open my eyes underwater. Nah, my eyes will get pretty sore after a while, I reckon. So, anyway, I persisted with this one. I was going, because it was, oh yep, there we go, look at that. Big bloody sinker it is. Big square sinker. Thinking, what the hell would you have a sinker that bloody big in bloody 3-4 foot of water? Why would you need a sinker that big in that shallow depth? Huh. Anyway, you might want to kill the fish, mate. Knock it on the head. Anyway, that's sinker number 3. Okay, so back on the bit of the rocky outputs there. I've got a strong signal there, so it's sort of in the sand a bit, so give it a bit of a fan, check out what's there. See what we get. Yeah, uncovered straight away. Look at that, sinker number 4. There's a lot of sinkers around that area. Anyway, obviously they do a lot of fishing. Okay guys, I've just got another signal. As I'm walking back, I think I'm ready to get out soon. It's been nearly 2 hours in the water. I've got a signal down here as I was walking around, right there. She's beeping and beeping, so let's go and get it. What is it? Could be a diamond ring, could be some jewellery. Never know, could be another bloody sinker. Finding enough of them on this trip. Anyway, so she's beeping away. Beeping away, what is it? What is it, what is it, what is it? Come on, is it a coin? Maybe, $2 coin. Dollar coin. He's definitely picking it up, and it's obviously moved around somewhere because I couldn't find it. Oh, yep. So what is it? I think I found it, and it's a hook. Ah, well, I've got a sinker and a hook. Maybe I can go fishing. Righto guys, I've finished the hunt today. I reckon I was in the water for almost 2 hours. So that's pretty much taken the tally up to about 4 hours, 4.5 hours so far, and it hasn't gone flat yet, so it's pretty good battery life. Anyway, let's get home for the wrap up. Alright guys, I made it home from today's hunt. So this was the 4th day in a row that I took the Scuba detector, the Deteknix Scuba detector, underwater detector. 4th day in a row I've used it, and the 4 sessions accumulated. The first one was 1 hour and a quarter, the second one was 1 hour and a quarter, so that's 2.5 hours. The third one was only half an hour because it was cold and miserable, so that's 3 hours, and this today was 2 hours, so that's 5 hours so far, and it hasn't gone flat yet. So the battery does have a good life on it, the Scuba detector. Now it is a slow process obviously, because you can see the actual coil itself is pretty small, so when you're swimming along it takes a long time to cover areas, and also it doesn't have discrimination, so you can't tell whether the signals are crap, bit of junk, or whether it's whether a coin or a ring or anything like that. So pretty much every target you got to dig. But let's have a look and see what the wrap up from today. So we've pretty much, all we got was fishing gear. We got sinker and sinker, 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 a hook. Found that hook under about 3 inches of sand. Another, I don't know what this is, it's a bit of lead, I'm assuming it's a sinker. Fishing weight, and this big one, it's pretty big. Big as my fingers. But that was under about 6 inches of sand. Took me a few goes to get it. So anyway, yeah, unfortunately, Jace, my luck didn't give me any treasures today, but we'll just keep we'll just keep going and see what we can get. The more you go, the more you'll get. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. This was basically just testing the battery life on the Scuba detector, and it's pretty good, pretty damn good actually. Anyway, keep your notifications on, because I will be uploading more videos as my arm gets better. It's slowly starting to get better. My forearm here is quite achy still, and I can't really do too much with it, but just on the one arm bandit for now. Anyway, notifications on. I'll see you on the next video. Indoors, outdoors with Edgy.